After I joined the company, my friends will send me text messages whenever they see a John Deere tractor. 1 week ago, one of my friends went to Qinghai province, the neighboring province of Tibet, and she said, I was driving on a very remote expressway, and suddenly I saw a John Deere tractor coming from the opposite direction, and that was a very bright color among all the dirt. I was very proud of my company when I read this text message.
Three years ago, a French large arable farmer wanted to buy an 830 tractor, but was hesitating between a wheel and a track version. I was then PLM tractor with the French branch, and together with our product specialist, the dealer and the customer, we spent a whole afternoon at the branch reviewing extensively the pros and cons of either version, taking into account a particularity of subfields on the farm established on a former marsh with very tricky ground compaction and bearing capacity issues. Obviously, the farmer did not want to buy 830T tractor without testing it on his own fields, so we organized a demo on his farm with the 8000T from a customer 200 miles away, the branch paying for the transport costs. The tests were very successful and the customer ordered his 830T. I happened to change jobs since then, but I recently came across the customer in his dealer premises. We recognized each other and recalled this day 3 years earlier when we had spent a full afternoon analyzing his needs and finding a solution to meet these.
I was at the 2008 ConExpo event in Las Vegas. My job there was to work the excavator simulator booth, and it was a great project because that involved a lot of customer input, all the way from the design of the tool, the operator simulator, all the way to how we displayed it on the display floor was decided by customers. And one customer that was particularly passionate about this project was strolled over to our display area with a gentleman that had a competitor's logo on his shirt, so I knew something was kind of up. And he acknowledged that I was standing there, kind of gave me a half smile and turns to this competitive gentleman and says, "This is what happens when a manufacturer listens to its customers." And he turned around and walked away and left that gentleman standing there dumbfounded. It was great.
I was out walking the factory floor one morning, and I happened to come to the Gold Key station at the same time as a family purchasing a combine. The son was up in the combine with one of our assemblers learning all the new features of the machine, and I happened to turn to the side and just kind of out of the corner of my eye catch the parents, and there were just tears rolling down their face. It really hit me how much our company and our brand had become part of their family. It was a very powerful moment.
We visited a customer who lives in Ushuaia, which is the southernmost city in the world, in Argentina, Tierra del Fuego. So this customer was telling us that once he needed a part for a machine that he had bought from the dealer. He had this conversation with the dealer manager in the morning when they were having breakfast. The dealer manager knew how important it was to deliver an excellent service to this customer, so he borrowed a plane, flew, got the part from another dealer location, got back, and when the customer was getting out of the restaurant having lunch, he delivered the part to this customer. He felt very proud that Deere culture, Deere service culture, is not just among Deere people, but among all the dealer network.
When a bright, shiny new John Deere 3010 tractor was delivered to our Minnesota farm in the early 1960s, the pride and the confidence was immeasurable. My entire family walked inches taller that day. But the pride and confidence that came from that tractor is small compared to the pride and confidence that comes from the John Deere leadership development that is brought to me and my family. The opportunities, the education, the training, The mentoring that's been afforded to me, a Minnesota farm kid, is not unique to me. It's part of the John Deere culture.
We do the business the right way, right? And we don't cross the line anywhere. So that is the values portion of it. It's not just aggressive market growth, but growth in terms of adhering to our core values of the company. So that's what I'm saying is the most difficult part, and I would say that's the most satisfying part of creating value through values.